You guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, you missed my whole unveiling of this fragrance. If you want to see how I got this at a steal, okay, at a fraction of the price. Was it a fraction or a half? I mean, I don't know. Anyways, if you want to hear more, follow me on Instagram and pull up. Let's talk. I have a 2.5. Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching, I'm Cheraye. Welcome. If you are returning, you are truly appreciated. Thank you so much and welcome back. Today, I am sharing with you how I received this fragrance, or not received it, but how I got this fragrance at way less than I would have paid for it at a department store. When I say department store, I'm talking about Neiman Marcus, I'm talking about Saks Fifth, and I'm also talking about Bloomingdale's. That is where I originally went to try and get this fragrance, and I was just like, I am not here to pay the $5. Okay, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So if you've been watching the channel for any amount of time, you know that I told you that I have fallen in love with Lost Cherry. I went and previewed it or sampled it when it really initially first came out, got a little sample. That's a whole story time in itself. You could check out that video. I'll pin a card here. So I got a sample. Really did enjoy the fragrance. However, it just did not last. It just didn't go past 3 or 4 hours. And for the price tag that it held, I did not want to spend that much and not have a fragrance last. Okay, fast forward to 2020, okay, from when it came out. We were all in the house. Everybody was ordering fragrances. It was the year that I ordered the most fragrances in my entire life, period. So what happened was I was working with Royalty Scents. I went ahead and ordered a fragrance from them, the Lost Cherry, in a sample. And I just started playing with it. And you guys, the fragrance was calling my name, okay? The fragrance was calling my name. And so I was like, oh my gosh, but I still do not want to pay this amount for it. I don't want to pay this price tag. So a shout out to, what is her name? Chris Lux. I believe that's her name. If it's not, I'm going to put it on the screen. If I can find a little picture, I'll pop her picture there because I truly have to give credit to her. She was talking about on her channel how she had got a fragrance. I don't know if it was this one or another one. And she was saying she got it from the cosmetic store. I believe that's what it's called. All the information will be in the description box for accuracy because you guys already know. Okay. Anyways, if you don't know, she has a hard time focusing. But anyway, so Chris Love Lux, I believe that's her name. Chris Love Lux. I believe. If it's not, like I said, I'm going to pop a picture. So she was saying how she got a fragrance that was really expensive at the cosmetic store and she got it for less. And so I reached out to her and I was like, girl, share. And she was like, oh no, you have to call your store and find out, you know, if they carry it. So here's what I did, you guys. I went on Google, I typed in cosmetic store, and they brought up a whole list of about 8 or so, maybe 8 or 10 that they brought up. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I was trying to find a website. You really can't go on the website. It didn't show like what fragrances they had. So I had to call each store. So I called and called and called, and every single time I'm like, hello, do you carry Tom Ford Lost Cherry? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, do you have it? And they were like, no, we're out. No, we're out. No, we're out. You guys, I got about to the 5th call and I was like, oh my gosh, nobody has it, you know, because she doesn't have a lot of patience. I get I don't have a lot of patience. Okay, I'm very much like, come on, who has it? Who has it? And everybody was like, no, no, no. So I finally called. I believe the store I called was in Barstow, Bakersfield. I don't know. I can't remember. But one of them with a B. And I was like, hi, this is Cheraye. I'm trying to find out if you carry Lost Cherry. She was like, yes, we do. And I was like, oh my gosh, would you happen to have Tom Ford? And she was like, yes, we do. And I was like, hello? She's like, hello? I was like, do you have Tom Ford Lost Cherry? She said, yeah. I'm like, girl, did I not just say yes? I was like, oh my gosh, I've been calling everywhere and everybody's out. She said, yeah, you're lucky we have one. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, how much is it? And she goes, $230. And I'm like, what? Did she just say, I thought I heard her wrong, you guys, and I didn't really want to, you know, ask her again because I really didn't want to hear her say anything higher. But $230, I was like, oh, okay. I could kind of do that. Like, I can kind of do that. So I was like, how much did you say? She said $230. And so when she said that, like, automatically I'm thinking like, okay, so she's talking about $230 for the 50 ml, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I want to take it. I was ready to pay $230 for the 50 ml. I was still saving compared to department stores, right? So I'm like, okay, even Sephora, during the Sephora sale, even the 20% off, 15% off, it wasn't enough for her to, you know, do it. It just wasn't. I was going to get the little, what was it? Oh God. The roller ball or the sample size, whatever, you know, but I was just not willing to pay the amount for the bottle. So she goes, oh, it's 100 ml. I'm like, wait. What's the size? And she said 100 ml. You guys, the big size. Let me show you. Let me show you the big size. This size here, the 100 ml, this size. So I was like, oh, okay. So then I really did. I thought, you know how you're just thinking, like, okay, maybe she didn't hear me. Like, maybe I'm misunderstanding her. You know, maybe let me ask again. So I said, oh, what size is it, ma'am? And she goes, oh, 100 ml. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, and that's for the 230. And she said, and I was like, oh, okay. And so you guys, she took all my information right there over the phone. You give her your information, you give her the credit card, you give her everything. She prints it up, she emails you a receipt and everything like that. So I'm thinking like, and she's like, okay, we'll go ahead and get this shipped out to you. Very good customer service over the phone. I don't know, I got lucky. I got a really nice lady. She was just really extremely nice. And she goes, we'll go ahead and get this shipped out to you, blah, blah, blah. I believe I had to pay $10 for shipping. I believe for standard shipping, I believe it was $10. So I do want to mention that. And of course it was tax on the fragrance or whatever, but the fragrance itself was $230, okay? And in Neiman Marcus, when I was looking at it over there, it was like $475, $495. With tax, it would have been over $500, and with tax here, this was still under $300, still what I was willing to pay. So you have to know if that's in your budget or not. I'm just sharing where I got it from and how I got it at a discounted price. So anyhow, not only did the fragrance come cheaper, not only was it, you know, just I didn't have to get in my car, didn't have to drive anywhere, I didn't need to do a wear test or anything like that. I already knew what the fragrance was when I signed up. I already knew how it smelled, so it was a win-win. I have been playing with this fragrance for probably about 2 years or so. Like I said, I take my time. Whenever I buy something and put it in my collection, I really have to absolutely love it. And not only that, I'm not gonna pay like full price for it if I don't feel that it's worth it, but if I can find it at a deal, I'll definitely grab it, especially if I love it. And I really did love this one, and I found it at a deal. So not only did I save, not only did, you know, I didn't have to leave my house or anything like that. You guys, the shipping came the next day. Okay, I don't know what day I really ordered it on. If you follow me on Instagram, you see me unbox it, you see me do the unpackaging, you've seen all the stuff that it came with. You guys, it came in 1 day. It came in 24 hours. It was nicely packed. They had a ton of samples in there. Hold on a second, this hair. It had a ton of samples in there. It came with like Glam Glow samples. It came with Bobbi Brown samples. It came with like shampoo, conditioner from Aveda, however you say it. It came with that type of stuff. It was really nice. Like, I had not ever ordered anything from the cosmetic store, and I've never received that many samples in, you know, in a box. Not even from Sephora have I ever received anything like that. But the cosmetic store really did a good job. So if anybody knows a cosmetic store, if anybody is watching from the cosmetic store, shout out to you. Your customer service was phenomenal, your shipping was amazing, and all the little goodies that you included in the box was just really, really a nice touch. I will definitely be ordering from you again. I don't know how I just totally started talking to the cosmetic store, but anyways, you guys, you get the gist of what I'm saying. So I wanted to hop over here and share with you right away, if you're interested in this fragrance, how you can find it, or how I found it and picked it up at a steal. Like I said, in Neiman Marcus, this would have ran me over $500 with tax, and I only paid close to 200 and I don't know something dollars, or $230 plus tax and shipping with this, and I did not have to leave my door, and I got tons of samples. So for me, it was a win-win. So if I can help anybody, like I said, I'm gonna leave all of the information in the description box below. Shout out to Chris Love Lux. I'm definitely gonna tag her channel. She is phenomenal, you guys. I love her channel. She is like real, she's down to earth, she's genuine, like she's like a good girlfriend in my head, and I love watching her videos. And she's always talking about makeup, skincare, all kind of stuff. She talks about everything, luxury, just everything, but it's like makeup and fragrance related, and I absolutely love her channel. So shout out to you for telling me about the cosmetic store. I truly appreciate it, and I'm so excited to have Tom Ford Lost Cherry in my collection. If you want to see a video on layering, what I layer with this fragrance, please give this video a thumbs up, leave it in the comment section below. Until next time, you know the drill. Be blessed, stay fit, and definitely stay fabulous, darlings. Bye.